Hello, my name is Shadley, and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Siam. In previous episode, the French decided to take a treaty port from us, and they took the port indeed from there, so we don't have any access to this Western Micronesia right now, which is a bit of a problem. We'll probably retake it at some point, well, I don't know actually. We could try, maybe. I can't promise much though. But we also managed to sort of start making some friends in Germany. Germany formed by the AI. Which was a bit of a surprise, admittedly. But right now we're still burning away some of the infamy and trying to fix our bureaucracy situation, among other things. We need the port expanding in Tonkin. Okay, that's going to be another thing there down. Oh, and now we're not getting quite as much investment pool transfers anymore. We managed to get about 800,000 total from there, so that's not too bad. And Spain stopped damaging relations, alright. How bad relations do we have with the Spanish then? Poor. Okay, so is it enough so that they can embargo us if they want to? They haven't done that yet, have they? No, not really, not really. I wonder, who had to declare war on Langfang? I'm pretty sure that Jing would join that, right? Oh, we can't even do a war against them directly. It would have to go... Oh wait, was that because of relations, or is that because of... Oh, we got amicable relations, yeah, okay. So we can't do a war against them because of that. Psychiatry completed. Okay, good. And now we'll go for the pharmaceuticals, I think. Although the central archives wouldn't be a bad one either. That would increase a lot of the paper use, though. I think we're going to go with the pharmaceuticals first. We're going to increase the medicine investments, or the institution. And we're going to take quinine. Nationalism wouldn't be bad for the extra authority either. But that should... Oh, there we go. Bureaucracy deficit is basically nothing, so at least getting more to taxes again. And the French have taken this southern New Zealand now. There's still a tiny bit over there in the Northern Island. New South Wales have managed to get a lot. Okay. Oh, right. New South Wales owns most of Australia as well, of course. And our colonization over here is slowly moving forward. But it still hasn't got on the second level there yet. But it shouldn't be too far from... Yeah, it's about 1.5 years from getting these two states incorporated. Which should be a lot of money. And at that point, that's going to fix our taxation issues, I reckon. To some degree. Of course, the bureaucracy use is going to then increase a lot as well. I mean, how much was these combined? That's 2.6 and 1.8 million, respectively. So that is... Yeah, that's a pretty decent amount. Oh, our capital is about 27% of our GDP. Well, that's good to know. I mean, it is quite important in terms of industries in there. I do admit. How is the infrastructure levels there? We've still got a decent bit of extra. Not even worry about that. Triage unlocked, excellent. What we should probably do is actually put that in all the militaries to start using the first aid, because we should have the opium. We might not have that much opium, but we can certainly build more. Especially if we take something like, no, that was going to be a lot of industries in there. You know what, we'll take the Tonkin and make that into a massive opium plantation. There we go, that should help. And is there, we still can't change a lot of the laws in here. We could go for the wealth voting, I suppose. That might not be a bad one, actually. Sure. Because that might change the... Oh, there was support for it already as well. Oh, well, I suppose, yeah, there's only the support. There's no support within the government for that. And the landowners hating that is not necessarily going to be very useful, but at the same time, landowners are actually not that influential anymore. All fairness. Right, so shipyards in Pego, that's going to increase the clipper production. Which is actually really useful, because the clipper price is a bit high. How bad is it actually? Oh wow, it's minus 50. It's mostly the ports and fishing wharfs that are using it though. We've got quite a bit of both, admittedly. We're getting some more naval bases as well. Well, I mean, that does mean that we'll have a bit larger fleet, I guess. Is Cambodia? Oh, Cambodia is running a little bit low on pops, so we don't really want to increase the stuff over here too much. I mean, technically speaking, do we have... We've got the livestock there. The rice farms are using the tools already. Tobacco, we could put in the rail transportation there. Reduce the workforce need a little bit. That'll be able to maybe hire a bit more into the naval base, I guess. Probably not too much, though. Ah, we're getting the dye plantation, and that's going to be a little bit more investment transfers, or investment pool transfers. It's reducing the investment pool a tiny bit. We're still losing a little bit of cash. But I'm pretty sure, well, we're getting the government administration in Annam, so that's going to help. Plus we are, what, about a year away, well, a little bit more than a year away from incorporating these two states, so that's going to be a lot of money. And once we have 20 flotillas, we should be able to do some sort of landing. I actually wonder, is Sulu still allied to... Well, they got defensive back with the Netherlands, as well as Portugal. King intervenes with the... Oh, excellent. I'll take the extra boost there. 20% from Royal Degree. And actually, we don't have any factions that are angry, at least non-marginalized. That's actually really useful. We've got a lot of convoys, but of course we do have... Well, the trade routes, so we've got 2 ongoing right now. Which, I suppose, is the paper... The paper price is still pretty high. We're going to have to do a lot more paper production. I mean, oh, there we go, we're getting another dye plantation. Was the dye price too bad already, or was it actually just preemptive? It was preemptive. Alright. I mean, that's really not that bad. Get the glassworks in here, so that's going to be producing a lot of porcelain, among other things. Oh, how is the lead mines doing? It's not too bad. Don't suppose there's a tiny shortage of lead, but it's not too bad yet. We're going to survive for a while. Oh, we're getting the glassworks in Mekong soon. Well, soon enough, anyway. And also the paper mill is going to be leveled up again. More coal mines, tooling workshops, ports, opium plantations. And there we go, we're actually making money now again. Well, we still got almost 2 million credit though, but like the GDP I think has been growing steadily. We're number 10 worldwide in terms of that. Interesting. We still need to get a lot more prestige though. We're slowly getting there. Oh, there we go. That's another dye plantation, so that drops the investment pool transfers completely. But we're not losing too much money in there. We're going to keep... Oh, rousing speech captivates the public. I'm going to take the 10% and another 5% interest group pop attraction for the industrialists. To maybe make them influential. As long as we can keep them happy, then the investment pool and the production tech cost reduction is going to be really good. Speaking of production tech, oh right, it's the steam donkey that we're getting there, and over here we're getting the shell gun now. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Oh, because we've got all the navy side already in there. Alright, so we're probably quite a bit behind in tech still. But we don't really have the... Well, actually... We don't have a university over here, do we? No. We'll probably get at least 1 level. Increase our education in a lot of the places. Since I have a feeling that Vietnam is going to be kind of a power base for our, especially raw goods production. Did we actually increase the... Oh, it did go to 9 and 11 weeks respectively. Okay, so it could be that it's... Oh, hold on a minute. No, that might just be pop increases in there. Right, so if you don't have enough... okay, so you need to have positive bureaucracy, first things first. Do you have... Okay, yeah, we've got 1 in Bangkok already, and we've got 1 in Tonkin underway. So we've got plenty of bureaucracy being built. Speaking of which, we'll probably get 1 level over here just in case, because I have a feeling that tax capacity over here isn't all that great. Of course, we're not collecting any taxes there, but having the capacity once we do incorporate that would be quite nice. Gold discovered in North Island. Oh. Well, well, well. Is there any more interest that we could declare? We got Indonesia and North Germany. Oh, there we go. We got wealth voting as well. Government ideology penalty plus 20%. Okay. That could be a bit of an issue. And landowners do not like that. Still plus 100 authority. 25 wealth threshold for voting. Okay. So now at least we can be sure that all the upper strata can vote. And probably maybe some of the middle strata. I don't know if there's anyone that can actually vote right now. So we got the colony going over there. There is still the New South Wales, of course, that we could colonize. And technically speaking, North Island. But I don't think we want to initially go for either one of those. It would be too precarious situation. It would be just an instant way for the British to declare war on us. And while we have a pretty decent amount of armies, we've got 95 battalions, which are probably right now still having a bit of a problem with the switching of the quality. Actually, no, the medical aid didn't have an impact on that, or maybe it was already, yeah, it's probably expired already by now. There we go, we got 700,000 loyalists. Now though, there's a lot more people that can vote, and the radicals dropped quite a bit. Is there even, there's no other movements ongoing right now, okay. Let's just wait for Luang Prabang. We should, I don't know if we might have to make them into, oh, they are rebellious right now. They are tributary though. As a natural enemy, tyrannical oppressor. Okay, if you say so. Right, so we've got the glassworks that's now hiring, and it should be making quite a bit of money for us. The dye price is very low, and the lead price isn't too bad either. We might have to mine some more lead soon enough, though. I'm going to put in another level for this, though. Steam Donkey has been researched. Do we still have a shortage of workforce in here? Kind of. So if we were to put in the Steam Donkey for the iron mine, for example, that's going to take a lot more coal and reduce the laborers by 5,000. That's probably not the worst thing, to be fair. So we're going to have the sugar plantation hire a little bit more as well. And the steel mill eventually will probably... Well, we could probably get another steel mill production over here, quite frankly. That would probably be the smarter option. Don't know if the... Oh yeah, the steel price is pretty high. So that would actually be beneficial. Let's go ahead and get some more iron mines in there as well. So that's 3 iron mines being built right now. One of them is going to be started soon-ish. And then there's going to be a bit of port and such, then another iron mine, and then opium plantations and another iron mine afterwards. Right, so we're still taking a bit of debt, which is not good news for us, mind you. Oh, no, I think what it does is it will increase the bureaucracy costs already, like, while things are being made. But, you know, you just need to have enough bureaucracy so that it can go all the way through. But it's like slow increase while increasing. But I think that's actually a good change, in my opinion. But you could usually game it quite a bit, like just, you know, increasing everything a lot. Oh, they want universal suffrage now. Okay, so there we go. The Conservative Party's polling has gone down a lot. So who... Okay. They've still got more than the... Well, I suppose... Yeah, this is a lot more... Or a lot less voters that are in here, I guess. But yeah, Conservative Party does control quite a chunk. And there we go. We've got the coal mine built in Annam. So now that's going to be a bit more coal being produced. I'm not going to put the steam donkey in here because we don't need the extra workforce for something else in there. Plus, it would reduce the amount of coal that we have, so that's kind of a bad idea. Is the motor industries... Oh, we could put a water boiler in here, but that would just reduce the amount of workforce needed. We've got a bit of steel shortage, so getting the steel mill, well, it'll be built in due time. Well, in about 3 years, I suppose. Unless... Oh, there we go. Invest in pool transfer, so that... Okay, we did manage to accumulate a decent bit of credit in the meanwhile. How's the infamy doing? 62? Okay. Right, Balloon Gun, are you still... You got defensive pact with a lot of nations, including the Dutch East Indies, and you got alliances with a lot of nations. What about Siak? I know that you got some defensive pacts for sure. Oh, you are allied with the Dutch East Indies. Who else could we do? What about you? You got defensive pact with the Dutch East Indies. Austria is bankrolling you. Oh. Interesting. They might be trying to bring them in to their market. What about Kutai? This could be a potential for a... Oh, Spain and Portugal. So landings in here would probably be a bit of a problem. So that's not an option. What about Banjar then? Should probably zoom out a little bit more so we can see things. So you... Banjar could actually be an option. If we were to do a conquer... Spain and Dutch East Indies may side with the enemy. There's a lot of other nations that could potentially side with the enemy. Which is definitely not a good thing. Oh, we're getting the port in Tonga now. Good. There we go. Now we're losing some more cash again. Bit of a shame. But yeah, getting Banjar... Is there... What do they actually have in here? Coal and logging. And of course some plantations. They don't have a lot of population though. But our population overall is actually growing with pretty decent speed. I'm not too worried about that. Especially with the standard of living... Well, it's actually gone down a little bit. Partisan papers. Ooh... Newspaper circulation is through the roof. There's a boon for publishers. 20% paper mills building throughput. That's actually really good. Now, it's probably not going to last for very long. Actually, can we... That's probably in the national modifiers. How long is that? That's 30 months. That's not too bad, actually. Oh, and we need a lot more bureaucracy again. I suppose the population is growing and all that, so it's causing more and more issues on the way. Right, so we've got some decent relations with Austria, and once Luang-Prabang relations have gone down a little bit further, we should be able to declare war on them. I don't know if we can annex them or if we need to make them a vassal first. I suppose we can just use the conquer state casus belli, right? It would be a little bit more expensive in terms of infamy. Oh, Conservative Party still won. And there's no changes to the parties in here, which means that there's not a lot of changes to the laws, I suppose, that we could pass. I mean, well, We can't really pass anything that increases the... Oh, is there? Right, proportional taxation doesn't have anyone supporting it quite yet. That's going to be a problem. That would be a lot more money, admittedly, but not really an option yet. Right, well, I guess we won't pass any laws then. At least we've got good legitimacy. So the loyalists are pretty decent, especially in our core territories that are just massively good there right now. There's a bit more iron production soon, which means that we'll have... well, actually, the iron price isn't too bad. How much extra do we have, actually? We actually shortage a little bit. But I think at this stage, what we're going to do is we're going to... It's going to cost us a bit. I'm going to switch to the... Nope, that's the wrong building. Switch to the iron frame building now. It's going to be 150 iron needed, but it's not going to increase the price too much. It's going to cost us quite a bit in the extra construction, but... You know, now we can build 3 things at the same time. That means that the investment pool is more likely to be used, or if it's being used, then we'll get more of it at this time. And oh, pharmaceuticals is almost done. That's good. Bureaucracy shortfall is, well, I mean, we're going to get another government administration in Tonkin very shortly, so that's going to fix some of the issue. But yeah, now we've got 52 production or construction per week, so that's actually not too bad. We can probably increase the construction sectors elsewhere as well, like one in Annam to improve the production there. It would be quite expensive construction costs overall, but we'll put one on both of these. Put in the southern one first, because that's causing or constructing some glassworks and universities there. Ah, there we go, pharmaceuticals. So now what we should do is we should probably go for the quinine, so we can colonize Sulawesi a lot faster, and then we can also maybe go into Papua already and get some sulfur from there, if nothing else. Oh, so there's universal suffrage, okay, and census suffrage. What does the census suffrage do? Well, threshold for voting, alright. That wouldn't necessarily be too bad. What about the universal suffrage? Does that have... Oh, right, so there's no penalty from different ideologies. Arming the natives. I discovered that our rivals in Great Jing have been arming the Sulawesi natives and Siamese celebs. This is likely to impede our efforts to conquer this region. Sure, if they want to fight, they'll get one. I think we'll be able to... I mean, I don't think it's actually going to declare war between us. But we could probably win a war against China. I mean, we got okay amount of troops. We could... Well, we got a decent bit of extra battalions in reserve. At least, so that would allow us to recuperate after combats. How good relations do we have with Burma? It's poor still. But do we have... Oh, we don't have a truce with them anymore. Right, so how much would it cost us if we were to declare war for the state? So it's 15, 14... Okay, we'll do a bit of calculations here. So that's 36 with these two. And 40... 51 points total. So if we wait for like a year or two, we can conquer all of Burma in a war. And that would be a lot of... Well, it'd probably be quite a bit of population at least. As well as some production. Oh, they declare a rivalry. No surprises there. But yeah, we'll just have to wait for the infamy to drop a little bit. And in the meanwhile, we'll... Well, we do have a bit of a fleet at least. We got okay amount of armies overall. We'd probably increase the amount of recruitment, especially in here. Let's put in another 5 barracks. Gotta increase the military cost a little bit, but that'll be fine. Oh, we're getting the food industries built up. That's good. The radicals are still 3 million, which is still about 20% of our population. But it's going down slowly. So I guess that's good news. Oh, and now we're losing money again because we're not getting enough of the... No, actually, we are still getting some transfers, so never mind. But we're still losing money. So, I suppose, how close are we getting the... Oh, it is incorporated state now, okay. Same over there. Of course, the standard of living isn't all that great in these two, so that might cause some issues. Plus the tax collection... Yeah, we'll need to get another government administration in here for sure. So did we manage to get any of the institutions closer? 7, 7, and 5 weeks. Okay, so we're getting closer, but we need to increase our bureaucracy even further. We're going to get another one into Bangkok soon. And we got 3 things building. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, we got another one building, so we'll be having like 60-something construction. Which is not bad. Well, I mean, it could be a lot better, of course, but it's not too bad considering how little money we're actually losing comparatively. Now we just need to wait for about 1.5 years for the infamy to drop all the way down. Or enough so that we can conquer all of Burma in one war. And then after that, it's probably going to be going for Borneo. or Sumatra, one or the other. And then also we can probably start colonizing Papua soon enough. Actually, this state, yeah, with the sulfur mines over there, that is a good state for us to get. But we need to have the quinine to be able to even start colonizing there. We do have 11 million incorporated population though, so that's quite a bit. And unrealized taxes, is that just the tax collection? Okay, yeah, there is the bit of average tax waste. Why is that constituting from? Oh, right, Malaya, Mekong. Alright, okay. Malaya, Mekong, and Annam have a tax waste. Oh, that's probably from the turmoil, isn't it? Yeah, there's quite a bit of turmoil in there. So that's causing some issues. And now we're not getting the investment pool transfers again for a little while, I guess. Well, at least we're getting the ports done. And we're getting the arms industries upgraded, so that's going to be a lot more weaponry that we'll have available. Especially the artillery price is going to start dropping again. Although the steel consumption is going to increase, but when... How close are we to the steel mill? It's 62 points away. I mean, oh, right, we're going to get the opium plantations in here, so that's going to give us a decent bit of transfers again from the investment pool. We still got about 1 million in there. I mean, it's going, if we're not using, it's growing by 10,000 per week, so that's actually quite substantial. If we could just get some of the, well, I suppose we could maybe reduce some of the encouragement things for the various decrees we can probably remove. For example, the, actually, where did we have, we got the agriculture over here in Cambodia. We can probably remove that one. That's going to be another 100 in there, and then maybe we can reduce the resource industry over there. And now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start boosting the industrialists, or bolstering the industrialists, just so that there's a bit more chance for them. Oh, Portugal damaging relations. A bit more chance for the Liberal Party to actually get into government. What's this then? Tidor. Conquer Tidor, West Guinea, or Western New Guinea. Okay. And Molucca's Treaty Port. Oh, right. So the British are getting into the territory here. Oh, the iron price is pretty massive. Oil prices are basically nothing, though. Silk price is slowly growing. Suppose we got some silk plantations that we could easily do in here. Or even up here, actually. Yeah, we can turn Tonkin into a lot of troops and farming in there, basically. Although, it doesn't have a modifier for farming, so technically speaking, Mekong would be better. Oh. China joined that side. Interesting. Oh, and can we do the... Oh, yeah, we should be able to do a war against here. We can make them a vassal. It's only 0.6. Do that one, we can probably annex them later on. I don't know if Chiang Mai, we could maybe... They are vassal. We start to damage relations with them. It's only 37 right now, so we can probably do quite a bit. Spain sides with Tidor. Oh, that seems like a big war coming up. Good, it's going to keep some of the nations busy, so if we were to do a landing into Borneo... Oh, Netherlands sides with Great Britain. Okay, so we'll do our diplomatic play over here, and then we'll probably do a landing into Borneo a little bit. Oh, Great Britain sides with Luang Prabang. Luang Prabang backs down. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was easy. Right, let's stop damaging the relations at least. Shell gun unlocked. Excellent. Oh, right, now we can start producing more artillery. We did just increase the arms industries, to be fair. That's going to reduce the arms, or small arms production. Increase the steel consumption a lot. But no more iron consumption in here. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright. We'll just need to make sure that the steel mill is going to be produced slightly sooner. So we're just going to put that after the opium plantations. Spain is improving relations with us. Oh. Just going to wait until the war between the British and the Tidor has started. Luang Prabang has started damaging relations. Have we got on to... No, we still got 95 battalions. I mean, I suppose we could see it over there as well. Insufficient tax capacity. Annam and Mekong both have a bit of a problem there. We are going to increase this already. How much is that? Is it 10 per level, or is it... Yeah, it's about 10 per level tax capacity from there right now. A donation of knowledge. Oh, wonderful idea. University in Cambodia. I'll take it. That's going to be a bit more innovation. Oh, and modern sewerage done. So, more infrastructure. Not that we had the problems of infrastructure levels. We could also start using steel frame construction, but we don't have the steel or the explosives. Nor do we have necessarily enough glass production either, so it's going to have to wait. Well, more innovation is definitely welcome. We're going to get the Queen in about 10 months then, which means that we can colonize pretty much the entire island here. Law enforcement investment increase. Oh, there we go. That's the first one of them. That was increased to level 2, and now we are going to get these, hopefully, in a matter of days. There we go, so the education is going to be increased, as well as the colonization, actually. But there we go, now it's, oh, wow, yeah. That's quite a bit of increase there. Now I think we just need to get a lot more bureaucracy so we can eventually incorporate Tonkin. Because that has 400,000 peasants in there. If we could make them pay taxes to us, that'd be nice. Easier said than done, though. What do we have at the journal entries? The whaling industry, the philosophy department. Oh, university level 5 university somewhere. Guess we could put some of that, but how quickly is that expiring? It's 5 years. Okay, we can probably do that then. Metropolitan Police. Serious investment level, law enforcement equal to 5. Turmoil in Bangkok equal to 20. Oh. Philosophy department, so that triggers the event. Alright. Whaling industry. Oh, partly liberated. Oh, right. Census all universal suffrage. Would allow us to do that. Alright. How's the standard of living? It hasn't really been increasing right now. Slowly improving situations though, like the GDP is now 29 million, so it's grown another 2 million since the last time we paid attention to that. Is there any more consumption taxes that we could maybe switch? Tobacco isn't right now 3,000. Whereas luxury clothing would be 3.2. Remove that one and put it the luxury clothing tax. Speaking of clothing tax though, we should probably increase our production even further. Clothing price is still pretty high, and if we could start exporting some luxury clothing, that would be a lot of money, I reckon. Actually, we could probably have a look at if that is a possibility. No one's importing it from us, at least. But luxury clothing, export route, who would be buying it? Dutch would be buying it a little bit. Don't think we want to trade with China. British market is probably not very stable because, well, stable or reliable way to export right now because the British might be going in wars against us. And I believe the war between the Tidor and Britain has started. Oh yes, yes it has. And now with a lot of the nations supporting one or the other side, I think now might be our best chance to do a landing in here. Congo Sage, Pontianak. A lot of potential nations that might join, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. They don't have more than 1 battalion right now. If we were to... oh, right, actually. Who's going to be the best army to land with? It's probably this one. So we're going to mobilize you already. Of course, I don't think we can prepare a invasion yet, can we? No, not yet. Right, so that's going to have to wait. But actually, all of this is going to have to wait until the next episode, because we are out of time for this one. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.